Already I have started probability. For finding probability, only one major formula will be using. That is probability for any event A already given to you. Upside number of favorable outcomes, downside total number of possible outcomes. That is m by n. M for favorable, n we will use for total number of possible outcomes. Exercise 15.1. First question, question number A1, MCQ. A bag contains 4 red and 6 black balls. A ball is taken out of the bag at random. The probability of getting a black ball is how much? Here total number of possible outcomes 4 and 6, together 10. Because total number of balls we have 10. Now favorable outcomes m is equal to, we are talking about probability of black ball. So black ball is the favorable, we have 6 piece black ball, so m is equal to 6. Therefore probability of getting a black ball, m by n is the formula. Upside number of favorable outcomes, downside always total number of possible outcomes. That is 6 by 10. After cancellation we are getting 3 by 5. So number 3 is the right option for this. Now question number 2, another MCQ. A die is thrown once. The probability of getting a number less than 3. So when you will throw a die, total 6 outcomes will be getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So n is equal to 6, total number of possible outcomes. Already examples I taught you in the last class. Now m is favorable outcomes. That is probability of getting a number less than 3. Less than 3 means only 2 numbers will be available. That is 1 and 2. Therefore probability will be m by n, 2 by 6, which is 1 by 3. So right option is 1, 1 by 3. Question number 3. A bag contains 5 red balls and some blue balls. Also MCQ question. If the probability of drawing a blue ball from the bag is thrice that of a red ball, then the number of blue balls in the bag will be how much? Let the number of blue balls be x. Number of red balls 5. Total number of balls x plus 5. As per question, probability of drawing a blue ball is equal to probability of 3 into probability of drawing a red ball. Probability formula, upside favorable, downside total. Blue ball we have x piece, so upside x, downside total is x plus 5, equal to 3 into red ball we have 5, downside total x plus 5. X plus 5 cancel out, x is coming out 15. Therefore number of blue balls 15. Second one is the right option. Another MCQ, question number 4. 2 dice are rolled once. The probability of getting such numbers on 2 dice whose product is a perfect square. So already this example I have given to you. When 2 dice are rolled once, then the possible outcomes are 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6, followed by so and so. Total number of possible outcomes, we are getting 36. So n will be 36. But favorable outcomes whose product is a perfect square. That means if these two you will multiply, whatever product you will get, that should be a perfect square. So 1 ones are 1 is a perfect square, 4 ones are 4 perfect square, 2 twos are 4 perfect square, 3 threes are 9 perfect square, 4 ones are 4 perfect square, 4 fours are 16 perfect square, 5 fives are 25 perfect square, 6 6 are 36 perfect square. So total perfect square we are getting 8. So total number of possible outcomes 36, number of favorable outcomes 8. Therefore probability of getting such numbers on 2 dice whose product is a perfect square, m by n, that is 8 by 36, after cancellation 2 by 9. So right option is number 4. Question number 5. A card is drawn at random from a well shuffled deck of playing cards. Probability that the card drawn is neither a king nor a queen. n is 52 here, total number of possible outcomes. Then favorable outcomes, they said neither a king nor a queen. King we have 4, queen also 4, 4 plus 4, 8 cards should be removed. So 52 minus 8 will be 44. Therefore probability m by n, 44 by 52, which is 11 by 13. So right option is number 1, 11 by 13. Now complete the following statements. Number 1, probability for any event A and probability of the event not E, E and not E, it will be together makes always 1. Second one, probability of an event that cannot happen, already I told, 0, and such event is called an impossible event. Third one, the probability of an event that is certain to be happen, that is 1, and this event is called sure event or certain event. Number 4, another fill in the blanks, sum of the probabilities of all the elementary events of an experiment is always 1. Number 5, the probability of an event is always greater than or equal to 0, but less than or equal to 1, because probability will be always lying between 0 to 1. With this, I'll conclude today. Bye.